Hi, I'm Melissa Reyes, and this is Inspiring Adventures. I'm so excited to introduce you to Bonnie Bruderer. She is from the Binge Network, and I can't wait to tell you about it and find out her story. So let me introduce you to Bonnie. Hi, Bonnie. How are you?
Hi, thank you so much for having me. It's such a pleasure to be here today.
Oh my gosh, you're coming in from Florida, and I've got the beautiful background here. This is my new set here. I've got a little window to the world. I think it might be Hawaii, maybe. I'm not sure.
It looks like we could be in the same place. It looks like you're in my backyard.
Lovely. I wish I was in your backyard. So, tell me a little bit about who you are and what you do, and I have some questions for you, but I'm really interested in telling everybody about the network.
Yeah. So as you said, I'm Bonnie Bruderer. I'm the creator and founder of Binge Networks, which is we're a multi-channel network that distributes media content on 50 different television outlets. So it's a very long and winding road of how we got here. I spent most of my career in the personal development field, and I spent 20 years working for celebrity gurus like Tony Robbins, Harvey McKay, Alex Mendosian, Christopher Howard, and many others. And with that, got to meet hundreds of thousands of really amazing people all around the world doing great things. And my personal passion was always to do television. I was obsessed, and still am, with Oprah. Always wanted to be on her show, and when it ended, I kind of felt like, okay, now what am I going to do? So I figured I would move to New York City about 5 years ago and start a television talk show, and that's really what I did. I became a television producer. Our show was a huge success. We're on the Lifestyle Channel in Manhattan on M&N Networks, and basically from there we grew and evolved. We produced over 700 television segments. We had 9 shows that spun off of the initial Ask Bon Bon talk show, a cooking show, a finance show, a pet show, a makeup show, many others. And also I'm a film producer. I wrote, directed, and produced the film Influencer on the social media generation in the advertising industry. And through the whole journey, with the over 700 people that came on our shows, most of them expressed wanting their own show. And so as the years evolved and the company grew and their distribution grew, I kind of felt like I was ready for the next step. And for me, that was being able to deliver that to people, to have them be in the limelight and be the star of the show, just like I was, and have distribution all over the world. So that's really how Binge Networks was created. And now we are a global media company. We distribute all of our shows on 50 different television outlets, and we have over 150 content partners that have channels on our network. So exciting times.
Yeah, you're speaking my language, girlfriend.
Yes, I know. Like Mayans, I love it.
Well, I'm a mom, and my kids are grown. My youngest is 18. He's graduating from high school in 6 weeks. I can't believe it. And so I've been doing this as a hobby for a long time, but for the last 13 years, I've been working at my son's school. And I thought, as soon as my son graduates, this is what I'll do full time, so having my own show, I mean, that's everyone's dream that I know that is in live streaming or interviewing or doing, video content, and if whether or not we have a YouTube channel or Facebook or whatever it is that we've tried, Blab, it's the dream is to finally find your audience and put yourself out there. And there's so many ways to do it. I mean, with all the experience that you have, it seems like you've come to where you have kind of the right mix, what you've boiled down to the right recipe to create the channel, including the social media package. And all the different things that your channel offers. How did you come to what seemed the right way to do this?
So yeah, when I started the media company, I was a talk show host, and we were on cable. We're on 3 channels on cable.
It reminds me of cable, kind of like a hometown kind of feel, right? Community?
Well, I mean, that's how we started. We started
Okay.
on a cable show, and we're doing traditional television, filming in a big TV studio with a huge crew, 3 cameras, 20 lights. Like, it was amazing. But what I realized is that during that process and over the 3 years is that cable is dying if it hasn't already. And it really wasn't that valuable. I mean, it was great because it created credibility, visibility. We were in, 2.5 million homes in Manhattan. However, I started to see that the OTT, or the connected device television market, was really where media was headed. And so at that point, had to make a really quick decision and pivot into that industry and really like bet the farm on that was going to be the next big thing. And thankfully it was. And for those of you who don't know what that means, it's just sites like Apple TV, Roku, Netflix, Hulu, TiVo, those types of things are in the OTT, or connected device market. And so
Like a smart TV. You get a smart TV and it has all those channels, so you can connect, and you're like, where do all these programs come from?
100%.
Right here.
Yeah.
Okay.
And so with that, the evolution of social media, so cable is transitioning. We were first in that kind of evolution. And then things like Blab went away, Periscope became less popular, Vine went away. So like things were dying at a very rapid pace. And so we looked at the social media infrastructure and things like Facebook Live, which are fantastic. We're, we're on that now. But the problem is that there is no barrier to entry. There's no echelon. And then you've got things like YouTube, which is great, and obviously the biggest site, for that sort of thing. However, you're still responsible for growing your channel, growing your subscribers, getting your followers. So these stories of people making millions of dollars on YouTube, I mean, they're simply not true. They're very few and far between, and there's a lot more to it than that. So what I wanted to do is I wanted to create a platform, an infrastructure, a network for creators that married all of the best practices, gave them access to these hot markets, and still use the traditional social medias like Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. So that's really what we do, and that's what Binge is all about. And as a content creator on our channel, you get access to all of that, and we really take your video content and scatter it everywhere so that you're doing one thing and then you're repurposing it into all of these hot media channels.
And that, as a social media marketing enthusiast, I found that seems to be the key, is repurposing something and putting it out there and trying to reach people and where they are. So you've got that. And then you also offer education, helping people to, up their game, learn the craft. Right? Is that, so there's different levels. Is it a membership thing when you join? Or?
We're a subscription based. So yes, so people pay a fee to come on board and have us build out their channel. It's very low. Right now we're doing a special for April where it's just $297. Normally it's $2,500. From there, it's a $97 a month subscription fee where as long as you stay with our network, we will syndicate all of your videos that you upload to the platform. So super simple, super economical. Just a comparison, if someone was to try to go to Apple and create their own channel, number one, if you can even get in, it's about $5,000 a month to have that created and have someone manage it, to have it visible. So we're basically creating this access for people into these markets where there are tens of millions, and in some cases hundreds of millions of subscribers, so that they can instantly get their content seen all over the world.
So somebody who's doing this really has to be ready, with whatever it is that they are selling.
Yes.
Yeah. So because this is it's an investment, but they have to be ready, because it's not like it's not for hobbyists. It's not for someone who's just playing around interviewing people for fun or doing their thing. They've got to have some type of product or something that they're selling, or book that they're, trying to get out there, or service that they're providing, so that it will be profitable for them when those eyes see them out there. Otherwise, they're just putting money out to get their face out there for no reason.
Yeah, I mean, really what we do is we're rocket fuel for anyone with great video content. I mean, you're a perfect client for us. You have high production value content that is valuable to a viewer, and that's who we work for. The comparison I like to use, if we all remember back to like the Thigh Master, right? We see those infomercials. Suzanne Summers. And, you know, she talks for like 30 minutes about, it's all stories. It's all about these people whose lives have changed and transformed because they got fit. And then you see a couple clips of the Thigh Master. That's the best way to think of what we do. We're providing this incredible infomercial potential and putting your content on television networks all over the world so people can watch it. But yes, you definitely want to have something that you need that viewer to do, whether it's buy your product, buy your Thigh Master, buy your book, become your coaching client. And then Binge is really, like I said, the rocket fuel to make that happen. Yeah, and it's really, again, it's looking at your return on investment. So if you're a coach, that's maybe a third of a client that you need to get through, you know, through someone seeing your show. We have people that have channels on our networks that have, you know, had clients on the other side of the world see their show, fly to work with them, and pay them over $10,000, you know? So it's something that if you are looking for exposure, that's what Binge does.
It's just such a great opportunity. So tell me, how did you decide on the name Binge Networks?
So we started as the Ask Bonbon show and then evolved into Bonbon Networks when we were producing, you know, multiple shows, Bonbon Studios, just piggybacking on my name. And we really, like, our vision, we're very clear, we're very transparent. We are growing this to become a large global media company and then to sell it to a larger media company so that it can succeed and, you know, exponentially help all of our channel partners. So with that, we needed more of a mainstream name, and Binge is really, you know, one of the hottest trends that explains what we offer. We offer this really great short form bingeable content for people. And then also really just, you know, we're binging, we're getting it all out there. We're putting your content every possible place that it could be seen. So it really felt like a great name for us, and it's been very well received, and it's a lot of fun. It's really, like, it's incredible to see how far we've come in just the years since launching the multi-channel network and in the 4 years since launching the media company.
That's awesome. That's great. So what are you doing now? What is your focus besides getting the word out? For you?
Yeah, for me personally, well, we have the movie Influencer. It's in the process of being sold right now. It's featured in Cannes this next coming week in France with our agents at MIPDoc, and so we'll have additional distribution points for that. That's a big focus and project. Right now, we're really just focused on bringing on new channel partners. I'm leaving for a speaking tour in a couple of days. I'll be at the New Media Summit as an icon and also as the diamond sponsor for that. I have another event right after in Arizona, and then I'm speaking on the digital marketing cruise. And really our goal is by the end of 2018 to have 500 channel partners on our network, and then the following year to have 5,000 subscribers. So that's our core focus. It's what we do. I do a lot of interviews, I do a lot of speaking, but really we're just trying to reach new content creators that are looking for exposure to be a part of our network.
So channel partners are the hosts, the content creators.
Yeah, content creators. So when you come on board, that's what we call you, a channel partner. And you can go to bingechannels.com and you can find out all the information. There's, you know, it maps everything out. There's videos there that explain everything. But yeah, when you come on board, you're a channel partner, and that's our core focus, is just connecting with great people like you and others that are looking to expand their reach.
Oh, I love it. I love it. Thank you so much for spending the time with me. Just before we go, I want to talk a little bit about your favorite things to do when you're not working so hard, because you have some fun things that you like to do. So now I'm going to draw a blank. Is it kickboxing?
I'm a kickboxer.
Kickboxing.
I love it. I am obsessed.
I haven't heard anybody talk about kickboxing for a while. I have to tell you, when I was in my 30s, I loved kickboxing. I was like all into it.
Oh, it's the best. It's the best workout. Yeah. I go to CKO Kickboxing, who also has a channel on our network. And it's just really, for me, it's just such a great release. It's so empowering. I love all martial arts and what it stands for and so forth, but also it gets out your aggressions and starts your day right. I go 3 to 4 days a week at 6:15 in the morning, and love it. And then my dog is my passion. I love my little Ginger, and I'm hugely dedicated to being a great dog mom, and I take her to the park a couple times a day. and just, exploring, adventuring life. I love to travel. I was just in New York for the weekend. Love to spend good time with friends and connect with good people. And growing my business is a huge passion of mine. I'm very focused on, finding events and the best places to speak and the best way to grow Binge. So those things keep me busy.
You are so busy and you just look so happy. I'm so excited for you. And I can't wait to become a partner. I'm really looking forward to diving in, and thank you so much. So Bonnie, bonbon. I love that. It sounds so sweet. Like I want to go just eat a bonbon. Does anybody, probably everybody says that, right?
Well, that was the initial name why we kept the bonbon, was because the old saying about women sitting around eating bonbons. And so that's really how we started. We used to send all of our channel partners bonbons when they joined, and really super cool. But now, we've evolved, we've grown. That's another thing I do love to do. I'll tell the truth. I love to binge watch TV. So that's like my guilty passion. I can lose an entire weekend, just following great shows. And I love television. I love everything about it. I love how it's done. I love the sophistication that it brings these days with shows on Netflix and Hulu and Amazon. And so.
I think that's what the digital treat, that's what it is now, is to be able to gorge on media and whatever we can take in. And when we have the time to just let it just go, okay, I resign. I'm just going to sit here and just be a potato or whatever and watch and take in as much as I can and just, not go outside. That's like huge. That's our bonbon.
Absolutely.
I totally get it. I love it. I want to thank you so much for being here, and invite you to come on last night's show with Ms. Meliz, when we'll get a little, 5 or 10 minutes in on live, if you can, on a Saturday night.
Excellent.
It's a fun thing to do. And so thank you so much for being here, Bonnie. It's such a pleasure to get to know you, and I look forward to talking to you again very soon.
Thank you. Thank you so much for having me. And head on over to bingenetworks.tv, you guys. We would love to see you over there. You can enjoy thousands of great shows, and hopefully some of you will become channel partners.
Oh, that would be great. I'd love to see people. And if you do, let me know. And you can come to MsMeliz.com for all the details. And it's still fun. So any questions for me, Bonnie?
No, all set. Thank you so much for the opportunity.
Oh, thank you. You're amazing.